Gerald Ford, Grand Rapids.
Gerald Ford in Grand Rapids. New Gerald Ford in Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford in Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford. A new Grand Rapids. New Ford. Gerald Ford Grand Rapids. Ford. Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford. New York. New Gerald Ford. New York Grand Rapids. New York Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford Grand Rapids. Ford Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford Grand Rapids. Ford New York Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford Capitol Hill Grand Rapids. Gerald Grand Rapids. Gerald Ford Grand Rapids. Ford Capitol Hill. Gerald Ford Capitol Hill. 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 Gerald Ford Capitol Hill. Ford Capitol Hill.
New York.